Hi everybody, this is Alexandra Davis, and this is going to be my intro video for the final Keystone project. So I'm just basically going to go over the lesson plan that I went ahead and wrote and how it incorporates using Dash as well. So the title of my lesson is Dashing Math Dash. The grade level is 3rd grade, and it's going to be a 45-minute lesson. So the description of the lesson overall, I want my students to learn how to not only solve math problems, but they're able to practice more with their coding skills. So during this lesson, they're also going to be solving base 10 math problems, and they'll be operating Dash using the Blockly app. During this, they're going to be paired together in groups, so that way that they can work together and use their critical thinking skills and teamwork to solve the challenges. But some background knowledge, all of my students in the class will know how to use the Blockly app. This is something that they've been practicing and they know how to do. They understand that the blocks show what order Dash will move, and then if we move those blocks around, he will change however they are moved, so they understand that. They're working more on how to work together because that's something that they don't know how to do a lot. And it would help them if they were able to learn from each other and build off of each other to help with that critical thinking. I have 3 Common Core standards for math that they're going to do. So I did all of the numbers in base 10. So use place values to round numbers to the nearest 10 or 100. They're going to be able to fluently add and subtract within 1,000 using their strategies. And they're going to multiply 1-digit whole numbers by multiples of 10. Using their strategies as well. So all of these things, all the only math problems that they will be solving are only strictly due to these 3 Common Core standards. And then I went ahead and put in those algorithms and programming Common Core standards for the concept and how they're going to practice. And then the next is my learning objectives. So students will be able to work together to solve math problems involving the base 10 system. Students will be able to code Dash correctly using Blockly app. And students will try and find their way around the classroom to make it to the finish line. So the materials that's going to be had are going to be the board game with the math problems on it. They're going to need Dash, the iPads to go ahead and run the Blockly app, and then pencils and paper to solve the problems as Scratch if they needed to. So what the big problem is with Dash, the challenge with him, is that the students have to solve how to navigate throughout the classroom the most efficient way possible. There will be obstacles set up for Dash to maneuver around. The students will program Dash after every answer they get correct. Only a total of 5 blocks can be used on a turn. So to get more into that, going into like the procedure of it all, what's going to happen is that students will be placed in groups of 2, and that is going to be their team, and they're going to verse another group of 2. So there's a total of 4 students at a station around a board game. The students will be scattered around the room, so they'll have like a game board set up with random math problems next to it. So they're just going to each take turns grabbing 1 card at a time. So cards will be flipped over. It will be a base 10 math problem on it. The students will flip it over to C. The entire students, so all 4 of them, are going to solve the problem. So they're allowed to use their buddy, and they are solving it. Whoever solves a problem first gets to move their dice. In this case, the dice is Dash, and try to conquer the challenge. So Dash is at a place in their room. They need to get him to the finish line, which is going to be another spot in the room, and they have to practice moving him around all the desks, all the chairs, any other groups that are around there. So it's all about going to be trying to solve that problem of how to code correctly. Again, if only 5 blocks will be used as a turn, so they can't just solve it all at once, so they can only use 5 or have 5 moves during their turn. The teacher will be up and paired around to see if anybody is stuck, and then I'm going to be assessing them informally by walking them around, see if they're participating and how well they are working together. And then below here is my link, which I will also post. But that is my assignment. Thank you.